and presently you may be wishing to go out and play. That is the situation now, but unfortunately it is not possible. And what all are the items you are seeing on the screen? It is bats are there, pads are there, obviously for the playing cricket. What all these items are meant for? Actually, it is for playing the cricket. Obviously, it is right. But apart from that, it is giving some protection also. Protection for the players. Is it? So all these items put together will be known as cricket gear. Cricket gear. Fine. So cricket gear is nothing but it is items or equipments required for playing the cricket, and that also will be providing some protection. And that the term is cricket gear. Okay, the term cricket gear. The items required or the equipments required to play cricket, and it will be getting some protection also. It is known as cricket gear. And now what you are seeing on the screen, it is a control panel. Control panel, obviously, where it is going to be used almost everywhere in the electrical sections. In generation area, transmission, distribution, or utilization. Everywhere, these items will be available. You might have seen in your institute or other organizations such control panels. What items are available there in that? Actually, there may be number of items. Few items will be shown on the screen now. It is MCCB, molded case circuit breaker, CT, that is current transformer, PT, potential transformer, and relay. And it is electromagnetic relay you are seeing on the right top right now. It is electromagnetic relay, and something will be digital relays. Digital relays also will be there, and fuses. Maybe you are already heard about HRG fuses, and number of switches and ammeters. All these sort of items are available in this sort of control panels. Okay, these items are collectively known as switchgear. Okay, so all these items, but it is not full. These items are known as switchgear. Okay, so today we are going to see switchgear. About switchgear is the introductory part. We'll be seeing that part. Okay, so what are the objectives of this session? Yes, I'm seeing Bhukya Prem Naik raise your hand, and you can unmute yourself and please ask. Only Bhukya Prem Naik can raise hand, and he has already raised. Please unmute yourself. We are having some query. Otherwise, I will go ahead. And this particular session for 1 hour. After this session, you will be able to have a note on define the switchgear. You will be able to define the switchgear, and you will be listing out the requirement of switchgear, and we can classify the switchgear. Okay, so these are the 3 items we are going to discuss in this particular 1 hour. Let us go ahead. And this is the direct definition. It is apparatus used for switching, controlling, and protecting electrical circuits and equipments. It is known as switchgear. I will explain. So the 3 keywords you can note, it is switching, controlling, and protecting. Okay, so what it is all about? Switching. Normally switching, we know normal switches in our household, in factories or in commercial buildings, we'll be having normal switches and circuit breakers, sort of things. We are making them on and off. That operation is known as switching. So switching, it is just on and off. Switching is otherwise just on and off. One more name or keyword you'll be able to see, it is make and break. Make and break. You can note it down. make and break. So switching is all about make and break or on off. And controlling is there, protecting is there. Let us discuss what is that. Controlling and protecting. Okay, let us say we are having a motor and it is running under normal conditions and it is monitoring its voltage, current, heat, everything. Okay, all these sorts of items are, it is known as specifications of motor. The motor should operate under rated specifications. The motor should operate under rated specification. Some equipment will be there to check whether it is under okay condition or not. So that is known as controlling devices. So controlling devices will be there to monitor whether the voltage is okay or not. So if the motor is having proper voltage, the controlling device will not do anything. If the voltage is high, that has to act. The controlling device will act. And the controlling device directly may not be able to switch off, and that will be done by the protecting device. Okay. So the switching is making on and off, or it is known as make and break. So that is the switch part. And controlling devices are monitoring, or it is monitoring whether the specifications are okay or not, and it is controlling that specifications. And finally, the controlling devices will be giving some control signals so that the protection devices will be operating. So these are the three keywords: switching, controlling, and protecting, done by switchgear. So switchgear is the apparatus used to switch, control, and protecting the electrical circuits and switchgear. Okay. So some switchgear components will continue. It is some switchgear components are, for example, they are switches, circuit breakers, like miniature circuit breaker, MCCB, ELCB, ACB, air circuit breaker, and vacuum circuit breakers, and protective relays, fuses. All these items will be available in the category of switchgear components. Switchgear components. So our first objective was to see the definitions. We have seen the three keywords. It is switching, controlling, and protecting. And we have seen some examples for switchgear like this. Okay. So if you are able to chat, you can give an answer. Type in an answer in the chat. Switchgear is used for control dash, comma, and controlling and protecting electrical circuit. If you will be able to give a reply, it will be well. What is switchgear used for? There is a chat option in your section. You can just type and send. Yes, Mr. MP Rajan, it is solved, it is correct. And it is switching. Okay, so it is the switching. Fine. So switchgear is for switching. The missing word is switching. Switching, controlling, and protecting. We are having three keywords. We should be knowing what are the differences between them. Switching is just making on and off, and controlling is for sensing the parameters, voltage, current, heat, whatever the item will be measuring or monitoring. Monitoring only, it is may not be on making on and off. And this controlling device will give some input to the protecting device. Finally, protecting device will be closing the breaker or switching off the machine. Okay. Okay, great. Many of you have given the answer as switching. Correct. Okay, so this is the definition for switchgear. Switchgear is used for controlling, switching, controlling, and protecting. Okay. Now we'll be able to see the next item or next objective. we will be telling about the requirements and features of switchgear. Okay, so switchgear is something which is switching, protecting, and controlling. And what are the minimum requirements and features of switchgear? That we'll be able to see right now. Okay, हम कोई switchgear इंस्टॉल करता है, उसके लिए जरूरत क्या क्या है, उसका बात अभी करेंगे क्या क्या है. तो पहला होगा reliability. So it should be reliable. What do you mean by reliability? I'll be telling like this. We are purchasing an equipment and it is having some specification. Let us say we are purchasing one refrigerator. Okay. When we will be telling it is reliable, कब बताता है वो reliable है, ऐसा ही होगा उसका क्वालिटी बहुत ज्यादा समय अच्छा हो तो. एक बार खरीदा, आज खरीदा है तो we are working that and we are seeing that it is good. Then we can say it is having good performance. We can say it is having good performance and it is meeting the quality. Okay. And if this quality is good for another 5 years, all the specifications are met and it is properly cooling, and all specifications are made for continuously for number of periods, maybe months, maybe years, all these years that it is working good, then ये बता सकता है वो अच्छा reliable product है, विश्वास्यता है, विश्वास्यता. It is known as reliability. So quality, extended quality, we can consider that reliability. Okay, so the switchgear install should be having reliability. That is the part, and obviously it should be having quick operation. It should be having quick operation. If some fault is occurring, we should be able to switch off that equipment fast. So अभी कोई गलत हो गया तो उसको जल्दी से जल्दी निकालना है, तो उसका ऑपरेशन जल्दी होना है. That is known as the quick operation and fast detection of fault. And who will be detecting the fault? It will be detected by the control circuit. The control circuit will be detecting the fault and it will be removed by the protecting device. अभी ये switch gear का operation ऐसा होना है, it should be acting fast. So this is the quick operation. Obviously, when quick operation is there, obviously the fastness will be, or the cost will be more. The cost also will be increased, as if in the all type of TVs are there now. HD it is available in the TV and it is having higher technology. The faster the operation, the technology should be better. The better the technology, obviously the cost part also will be higher. So this is the second requirement. And automatic and manual controls, whatever may be the switchgear components are available, it should automatically detect the fault and it should automatically on and off. कोई fault हो गया तो automatically sense करना है और switch off भी करना है, नहीं तो switch on भी करना होगा. तो automatic operation करना है तो उसका आवश्यकता है ये. It is a requirement of automatic and manual controls. अभी manual control भी बताता है. It should be having manual control too, because let us say we are having ELCB in our home. When problem is there, it should automatically make off. Otherwise, there is a test button also. In the ELCB, there is a test button also. What the test button is do? Even there is no fault, even though it is having a fault, it will be, we can test a button. Okay. Yes. QCOM BT ने कहा कुछ reliability का example correct है QCOM. Thank you. And automatic and manual control. So these are the few items: reliability, quick operation, automatic and manual control. Manual control का example हमने बताया किधर होगा, ये ELCB का trip करना. So it should be able to trip by testing method also. And one more thing is there, it is known as instruments for monitoring. So there should be some measuring instruments like frequency meters, ammeter, voltmeter. All these items will be there for a good set of switchgear. Where the good set of switchgear is there, it will be having instruments also. Okay, so instruments also will be included along with the switchgear. And discrimination. Next part is discrimination. Let us detailedly tell what is discrimination. अभी सोचो हमारा institute or our organization is having a power room, main power room, and there are different sections in the organization. One more time, we are having the organization, and in the organization there is a power room, and there are multiple sections. And in the multiple sections, let us say one section is getting some fault. Then the faulty section only should be tripping. Okay, that is known as discrimination. I'll detail it in the figure. Please see this figure. You are seeing the screen, and here you'll be able to see a top item in an organization. This is the main power room section, and it is having 4 sections. Main sections are 4 available there. Okay, and in that 4 sections, we'll be saying 3 additional sections also, and one of the 3 sections, it is getting additional 3 sections, and fault is happening in the bottommost item. Fault is happening in the bottommost item. So all the red colored area, you'll be seeing all the red colored area that is under fault condition. Maybe the current is high. That is known as the fault. That may be the fault. So once again, there is a main incoming section. There are different sections. There are 4 topper sections. Out of 4 topper sections, it is going to further 3 sections. And from the 3 sections, it is going to further 3 sections. And the lower bottom, it is having fault. Abhi, kaun sa trip karna? Which item should be tripped? Only the bottommost. Only the bottommost should be having removed from the total circuit. Otherwise, all other sections will be disturbed. All other sections will be disturbed. It should not happen. All others should not getting disturbed. If it is system, in the topper layer 3 are there, which should not be disturbed. Even the red color also should be disturbed. And middle 3 items should not be getting disturbed. And the bottom item 3 are there, only 1 should be getting disturbed. And who will control this? It is controlled by the discrimination capacity of this switchgear. ये switchgear का discrimination अच्छा है तो, ये switchgear का discrimination अच्छा है तो only ये नीचे वाला जो है वो ही trip होगा, बाकी सभी अच्छा तरह चालू करके ही रहेगा. It is not getting disturbed. This property will be known as discrimination. Okay, so this is the discrimination, and you may be knowing or this as selectivity also. We can say the bottommost item and the bottom rightmost item, it is having better selectivity. It is having better selectivity. When fault is there, it is selecting only one part. When fault is in the bottom part, it is selecting only the bottom part. That is the better selection, or that property is otherwise known as selectivity. So the discrimination and selectivity both are joined together, both are almost similar. Okay, so this is known as discrimination. So we have explained what are the requirements of a good switchgear. What are the things? It should be highly reliable, and it should be having proper discrimination. And now you know what is proper discrimination. Okay, and if you know, you can plus type in your answer for this. There is a fault in one section, and to ensure disconnection of that faulty section and only to continue operation of faulty section, protection devices should have proper what? Proper what? आपको बता सकता है आपको क्या चाहिए? In the screen you are getting a question. Yes, Anu has told it correctly. Thank you. It is correct. And discrimination, correct. And QCOM, it is asking for clarification about the discrimination. It is showing differences. Okay, it is showing differences. It is known as discrimination. I will be replying to QCOM. It is the showing discriminations. And coming back to the part, the objective of second part, it is the good features of it. You are having good reliability, quick operation, and you should be having automatic and manual control, and there should be instrument and in discrimination. A discrimination का क्यों कम पूछा है? क्या है discrimination? ये difference or separation करता है. For the technical part, it is good. Like the lowest part in the next picture you have seen, only the lowest part only will be clear. I want QCOM to reply back whether he is clear. So I'll just explain once again what is discrimination if you are not understanding. ये तो पूरा ये एक section है, ये एक main entry है हमारा organization में. ये organization का पहला 4 section है. ये 4 सेक्शन के नीचे 3 सेक्शन है। ये 3 सेक्शन ये ऊपर वाला चारों में एक से लेता है, और ये मिडिल वाला तीनों से एक और भी 3 ले दिया है। सो इतना है। अभी नीचे वाला चीज में एक फॉल्ट हो गया। Okay, we are having the main incoming, and there are 4 switch gears, and it is separately feeding further 3, and the middle one it is further feeding 3, and some fault is happening there in the bottom part. It may disturbing the entire thing if the topmost one it is switch off. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए। हमारा सर्किट ब्रेक को एक चीज होना है, डिस्क्रिमिनेशन। अच्छा डिस्क्रिमिनेशन होना है, अच्छा व्यतिरिक्तता और सेपरेशन होना चाहिए। वो ये है, उसका नाम है और उसका प्रॉपर्टी है डिस्क्रिमिनेशन। सो व्हेन इट इज हैविंग प्रॉपरली डिस्क्रिमिनेटेड, ओनली द फॉल्टी सेक्शन विल बी operated, only the faulty section will be operated. And what is the advantage? All other sections, you can see a shaded part in red lines, it is not having any unnecessary outages. It will not getting outages unnecessarily. It will continue to work. Okay, it is continuing work. So to ensure such condition, it is known as discrimination. And this particular word discrimination is also almost related to selectivity. Selectivity is the property of the bottom section here, and it is having good selectivity. That part only will be having some switching off condition. So it is having discrimination and selectivity, and you answered this item very good. And now we'll be telling about the classifications of switchgear. Actually, this is a fundamental introduction. Different type of switches are different type of members are available in the switchgear category. So we'll be classifying what are the switchgears, and based on that we'll be discussing further. First, the voltage. Depending on the voltage, it will be classified, like whether it is for low voltage, less than 1 kV तो low voltage बताता है, medium voltage 1 kV to 75 kV तो medium voltage बताता है, और high voltage 75 kV to 220 kV it is known as high voltage. तो आप किधर देखेगा स्विच गियर? सभी जगह में। आई कैन से इफ यू आर सीइंग ए मोटर इट्स DOL starter, that is also a switch gear in the low voltage. So the entire item which is used for switching, controlling and protecting, and it will be coming under the category of switch gear. So the classifications is in voltage method. Okay, now why we are going for this item? Because electrician will be operating under all these items. The switchgear will be operated by, he has to install, he has to maintain, and he has to repair all these switch gears. That is the reason we are going for this. And for an electrician, the main job will be coming in this area, the control part. Okay, so the classification of switchgear, it is by switch voltage class. Somebody asked regarding the applications. We are coming to that in the next few slides. Okay, and first thing is voltage class, and extra high voltage will be above 220 kV. So these are the few classes of voltage: low voltage, medium voltage, high voltage, and extra high voltage. And next by current rating. It is important, the current rating. Everything will be having some current rating, every electrical equipment, and it is also by for the switchgear also. Switchgear को भी ये current rating important है, कितना एम्पियर लेगा वो भी उसका important specification है। तो current rating रहेगा। तो third item, it is the interrupt rating, interrupting current rating, and short time current is otherwise known as short time current rating. I'll explain what it is. So the normal current rating, it is there. Now the third, it is short time current rating. I am explaining. I am going to explain what is the current rating and what is interrupting current rating right now. Now you will be seeing some switchgear, that is MCB. This is a switchgear. Whatever you are seeing, it is a switchgear, and we'll be telling the specification of that. Okay, now you will be seeing the right top, it is maximum current rating, that is its normal current rating or simply current rating. It may be 6, 10, like that. Different options are there. If it is MCB, it is similar to 63 ampere, and it is of 1000 ampere, 2000 ampere, 3000 ampere, जितना भी करंट का हमको मिलता है. Okay, so it is the general current rating, and you will be able to see in the middle of part a item known as breaking capacity, and it is written as 4,000. Sorry, not 4,000, 10,000 is 10,000. It otherwise known as 10 kilo ampere. So normal current rating is maybe 25 ampere, 30 ampere, and the heavy short circuiting current or the short time current rating, it is the kilo ampere capacity, kilo ampere. So this is known as the short time current rating. Okay, now we are telling about two ratings of circuit breakers. It is the current rating. Generally, whatever the normal current it will carry, it is known as current rating. The second item, it is known as short time current rating. Short time current rating. Every equipment will be having some short time current rating. Example, here you will be able to see in the middle of the top figure as 10,000, as 10,000. Okay, this 10,000, in other words, 10 kilo ampere, it is known as the short time current rating. Okay, so it is 10 kilo ampere, STC. I'll be writing STC, 10 kilo ampere. So I'll be telling why this STC or short time current rating is important. In the power system, there may be having number of faults. There may be having number of faults. So every equipment like transformer, generator, every item should be withstanding this short time current rating. Okay. Now, if one transformer is able to withstand this fault current for 1 minute, it is okay. That transformer without any additional protection will withstand 10 kilo ampere for 1 minute. Sorry, 1 second. Okay. This short time current STC के बारे में हम बताता है. अभी ये सर्किट ब्रेकर का STC है 10 kilo ampere. What is meaning? It is if there is a fault, all other items may withstand 10 kilo ampere, and the circuit breaker also will withstand 10 kilo ampere, maybe for 3 seconds. Generally, the switchgear will be withstanding for more time, and the equipments will be withstanding for lesser time. Transformers may be withstanding lesser time, and all components of power system will be withstanding for 1 second, and these protection devices will be withstanding for higher time. Okay, so this is normal current rating and short time current rating. Okay, so these are the specifications or classifications of our switchgear. So voltage rating is there, next is current rating, next is short time current rating. Now we'll be classifying the switchgear. Some other methods also are available by the insulating medium. What is insulating medium? The medium between the contact. Consider a normal switch. A normal switch will be having air between the contact. That is known as insulating medium. Air is the insulating medium. And next is gas. Some gas similar to SF6. It is insulating medium in the circuit switchgear. In some cases, it's the oil, like transformer oil. And in some cases, vacuum will be the insulating medium. So whatever may be the insulating medium, and that is its terminology. If it is a vacuum circuit breaker, it is vacuum is insulating medium, it will be known as vacuum circuit breaker. So next method is application. It is by outdoor or indoor. The circuit breaker or switchgear may be operated indoor or outdoor. So obviously there will be differences in designs. If it is an outdoor section, it will be subjected to more moisture, heat, everything. So it will be having better protection. You may be hearing about IP classification, ingress protection, IP. Okay, so the IP classification will be different. You can Google it later, what is IP and all. So IP will be deciding whether it is suitable for indoor. Outdoor should be withstanding more heat, moisture, dust, everything. So it will be having more protection with ingress protection. Ingress protection like IP65 and all. You will be seeing the chat as IP65. Okay, so that is the differences between indoor and outdoor. Now the type of current. When the switchgear is operating for AC, then it is suitable for such current AC only, and the differences is constructions. Okay, differences construction will be there for AC and DC. So these are the few classifications of switchgear. We'll be just going back to revise. So by the voltage class, by the current class, and by the short time current. Okay, what are the first item? Voltage class, current, and the short time current ratings. And then it is insulating medium, and then it is by application whether it is indoor or outdoor, and then by the type of current whether it is suited for AC or suited for DC. It is having differences construction because of these currents. Okay, and now you will be able to tell this. You can type in your answer. In a circuit breaker, they say there is a specification as 25,000 ampere, 25,000 ampere or 25 kA. What it means? I have given 4 options. It is normal current, it is overload current, it is short time current, and it is a leakage current. What do you think? You can type in answer. Actually, I am asking what is the specification 25 kilo ampere means. 25 kilo ampere means 25,000 ampere. Actually, I'll repeat, it is the short time current. It is the short time current. Okay, it is the short time current. It is not overload current, it is not normal current, it is the short time current. ये short time current के एक सिंपल सा बात अभी बताता है. अभी हमारे पास बहुत सारा चीज है, ट्रांसफॉर्मर है और जनरेटर है, अल्टरनेटर है. ये सभी विस्तान करेगा बहुत भारी करंट को, बहुत भारी करंट को भी विस्तान करेगा. सोचो 25,000 एम्पियर को कितने देर, एक सेकंड के लिए. अभी ये स्विच गियर क्या करेगा, ये स्विच गियर पर्याप्त होगा वो 3 सेकंड्स के लिए भी वो विस्तान के लिए. सो व्हाट इज बेटर, द स्विच गियर विल बी विस्टैंडिंग मोर टाइम and the other thing will be protected by 3 seconds. Always the other things will be protected, and answer is short time current. Okay, and few switchgear equipments. Actually this switchgear, it is a bigger chapter, and we are in the next classes we'll be covering all these things, biggest sort of things. Okay, so we'll be starting that items. Before okay, we'll continue. Sorry for a disturbance in between. It is switchgear equipment. We'll be telling about switches again. And the problem with switches, the switches will be creating arcing. So, please think about your home mixie may be operating, and even when the mixie is operating, there will be spark in the switches or in the switch contacts. It is known as arcing. So why it is happening, where it will be happening, that we'll be discussing now. For that, we'll be just discussing what are currents available in the power system. There is normal current, there is overload current, and there is short circuit current, and there is earth leakage current. And by knowing this item, we'll be able to better explain. अभी कोई स्विच है तो उसमें आर्क हो सकता है. आप देख लिया होगा स्विच मिक्सी में भी आर्क होता है. ये क्यों होता है उस बताने के लिए ये हम क्या क्या कारण है हमारा सिस्टम में देख लेंगे. पहले नॉर्मल लोड करंट होगा, ये नॉर्मल लोड करंट, नॉर्मल करंट होगा, ओवरलोड करंट होगा, शॉर्ट सर्क्यूट करंट होगा, एर्थ लीकेज करंट होगा। ये चारों क्या है, पावर सिस्टम में होने वाला करंट है। ओके, सो अंडर नो लोड करंट व्हाट इज मेंट बाय नॉर्मल करंट? ये नॉर्मल करंट ये है, द इक्विपमेंट विल बी perfectly working without any problem. That is normal current. And overload current next. Overload current is this one. The equipment may withstand overload current maybe some more time. And short circuit current, it can be withstood only for very less time, short circuit current. And normal current, it is very less normally, or it is a normal rated current, and overload current will be some more than normal current, and short circuit current will be very higher. I'll just tell example. If one conductor is having 10 ampere current, it may withstand up to 15 ampere for 1 hour. Normal current of a conductor may be 10 ampere, पूरा समय ये लेंगे। लेकिन ओवरलोड सोचो तो वो 15 एम्पियर शायद 15 और 1 एक और घंटे लेंगे। 10 एम्पियर से 15 हो गया तो उसका टाइम कम हो गया, तो ओवरलोड करंट। अभी शॉर्ट सर्क्यूट करंट ये है 10 एम्पियर नहीं होगा, वो मे बी 100 एम्पियर और मे बी 1000 एम्पियर जैसा शॉर्ट सर्क्यूट करंट बना होगा, शॉर्ट सर्क्यूट करंट। सो कंपेरेटिवली फॉर इक्विपमेंट नॉर्मल करंट जनरली कम होगा, ओवरलोड कुछ से ज्यादा होगा, और शॉर्ट सर्क्यूट करंट बहुत ज्यादा होगा। और एर्थ लीकेज करंट ये है, जब कोई एर्थ फॉल्ट हो गया तो मिली एम्पियर जैसा करंट पहले फ्लो होता है, एर्थ लीकेज करंट। ओके, सो व्हाट इज द प्रॉब्लम? एंड एवरी करंट व्हेनेवर द स्विच इज ओपनिंग देयर आर चांसेस ऑफ आर्क क्रिएशन, आर्क होने का चांस है। तो आर्क है तो आर्क चेक करके उसका यूज हमको बता सकता है। नाउ वी विल बी सीइंग what are the switches available in the system. You can see a picture where arc is being given. Arc, these are between switches. Arc it is available because the switch has been opened and arc has been struck because it is creating arc through the air. Air से arc किया है। Okay, अभी switch gear equipment में switches के बारे में बताएंगे हम। पहला है air brake switches. Air brake switches, this sort of air brake switches will be operating under normal current and heavy load current also. Okay, air brake switches will be operating under normal and overload current also. Air brake switches काम करता है, normal current में भी और overload current में भी air brake switch काम करेगा। ठीक है, लेकिन वो short circuit current नहीं, उस पर नहीं काम करेगा। और आइसोलेटर के बारे में बताएंगे। आइसोलेटर आप जब सबस्टेशंस और अपना फैक्ट्री में भी हो सकता है आइसोलेटर इसके लिए है, जब पूरा सिस्टम ऑफ हो गया, ज्यादा प्रोटेक्शन देने के लिए, पूरा लोड ऑफ हो गया तो वो ओपन कर सकता है। Getting totally disturbed. If you want to clarify, you can come back and ask. So I'll just tell about isolator again. Isolator is a switch gear which will be operating under no load condition only. Isolator ये चीज है, वो no load condition पे काम करेगा। Okay, operating under no load condition only. If it is having load, the previous picture आपने देखा, it will be creating arc. So it will be creating arc. तो आइसोलेटर इट विल बी ऑपरेटिंग अंडर ओनली नो लोड कंडीशन। ऊपर वाला एयर ब्रेक स्विच तो क्या है, इट विल बी ऑपरेटिंग अंडर नॉर्मल करंट एंड ओवरलोड करंट। आइसोलेटर कोई लोड करंट में, आइसोलेटर तो अभी किसके लिए दे दिया है, आइसोलेटर इसके लिए दे दिया है जब पूरा लोड निकाल दिया, उसका प्रोटेक्शन चाहिए, अभी कोई मेंटेनेंस कर रहा है, उसके लिए कोई वोल्टेज आना नहीं चाहिए, तो क्या करेगा, आइसोलेटर ओपन करेगा। कोई लोड ऑफ करके उसके बाद आइसोलेटर ओपन करेगा और पूरा मेंटेनेंस का किए तो उसके बाद वो क्लोज करेगा। सो आइसोलेटर इज ओनली यूज्ड व्हेन द लोड इज any load current. Okay, so this is known as isolator. Now next is oil switch. You'll be able to see oil switch. Okay, so oil switch is part of the circuit breaker. You may be seeing it in breakers. Wherever the switch, it is totally enclosed with सम ऑयल, ट्रांसफार्मर ऑयल कॉन्डार के आसपास है तो उसको बताएंगे ऑयल स्विच। तो एयर ब्रेक्स और ऑयल स्विच में क्या फर्क है? ऑयल स्विच ऐसा रहेगा, वो ऑयल में डूब किया है, उसका कॉन्डक्ट्स, द कॉन्डक्ट्स ऑफ द ऑयल स्विच विल बी emerged or immersed in oil, transformer oil. Okay, so it is transformer oil. And if you are understood this item, you can just give a reply where the isolator is. It is under on load condition, off load condition, short circuit condition, and earth fault condition. You can reply me. Yes, Nitesh, QCom, Abhishek Kumar, Manoj Yadav, Buzara, Admi, clear hai? It is only in, very good, great, yeah. It is only in offload condition. So this is the use of isolator, and let us go ahead further. Some parts are there which are known as fuses. And fuses, we are just seeing the names only. We'll be detailedly discussing further in the next topic or in the next class. Fuses are there. Maybe you heard names, KitKat, cartridge are there, HRJ fuses are there. All these are part of our switch gear. We'll be detailedly discussing in somewhere next topic. And now we'll be discussing something about protective relays. You are seeing a picture here. You are seeing a picture here. And this is a combination of protective relay as well as circuit breaker. I'll be explaining its operation and its requirement now. Okay. Now you will be able to see.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so top part, it is a bus bar. There is no annotation. I am unable to show it by any highlighter and all. There is a bus bar, and there is a circuit breaker which is written as CB, and CT, it is a current transformer, and you will be able to see the line goes on, and it is a, for F it is written as there, and that is meaning fault. In this bus bar and going line, there is a fault happening. Okay. So this is the first line, and in the right top you will be able to see a trip coil, and in the bottom part you will be able to see a relay coil. I will be explaining what are the function of all these items. And let us start with relay coil. A relay coil, it is a coil which will be energized. We know whatever the coil it is getting supply, it will be getting energized. You please check the relay coil part here. When it is giving supply, this plunger will be attracted and the trip coil circuit will be closed. The trip coil circuit will be closed. Again, I am telling, there is a relay coil. When the relay coil is getting supply, it will be energized. When it is energized, the plunger of the circuit breaker or the trip coil circuit will be closed, and that will be energizing the trip coil. Abhi trip coil ko energization milega. Okay, so this is happening in trip coil and relay coil. Now I will tell when a relay coil will actuate. When a relay coil will actuate here, let us say there is a fault in the line. Fault means there will be higher current. There will be higher current in the line, and obviously the CT will be having higher primary current. The CT will be having higher primary current, and the CT primary will be having higher voltage induced, and the relay coil will be getting more energizing.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just let me again explain. The bus bar is available. The bus bar is continuing the supply with the circuit breaker closed. Circuit breaker अभी open दिख रहा है picture में, लेकिन वो close रहा है, काम करता है पूरा. It is working, and there is a fault in the line. Fault in the lines. There is a heavy current, and due to the heavy current, the CT will be having higher primary voltage. That will be energizing the relay coil. When the relay coil is energized, the plunger will be attracted and the trip coil circuit will be energized. When the trip coil circuit is energizing, the trip coil will be energized. अभी trip coil आप देखता है वो energize होगा. So trip coil, when it is energized, the circuit breaker terminals will be withdrawn. The circuit breaker terminals वो अभी निकलेगा. Circuit breaker trip होगा. हम बताएगा trip करेगा. Circuit breaker अभी trip होगा. तो अभी protection coil, ये trip coil and relay coil put together, we'll be telling it as, including CT, it will be known as the protective relay. Okay, that is known as protective relay. So what is the function of protective relay? The protective relay will sense the fault. The protective relay will sense the fault and it will initiate action of circuit breaker. Circuit breaker अभी एक पावर डिवाइस है एंड प्रोटेक्टिव रिले राइट साइड में आप दिख रहा है वो ये क्या है वो तो सेंस कर रहा है कोई प्रॉब्लम वो तो सेंस कर रहा है ओके सो ए protective relay will check any fault and it will operate the circuit breaker. So the circuit breaker is a different item. The protective relay is a different item. Circuit breaker, it is CB written here, and the protective relay will be having a trip coil, relay coil, CT, everything put together. It is known as protective relay. The protective relay will initiate the action. Okay, and how it is operating, I have just discussed. It is having a primary winding, and it is energizing the relay coil. This is the way it is operated. If somebody is having clarity, you can please unmute yourself required. This is the way of working of protective relays. Okay, so what do the circuit breaker do now? When a trip command is given by protective relay, it will be operating. It will be tripping. The breaker will be tripping. When the breaker is opening, it is known as tripping. Kab trip hoga CV? When the protective relay, it is giving some input signal, then only it will be operating. Okay, so we can say one more thing, it is important, the circuit breaker ka operation. A circuit breaker, it will be having contact, and that contact will be able to withstand all the three currents. It will be withstanding the normal current. The circuit breaker will be withstanding the normal current. It can withstand the overload current, and it can withstand the short circuit or short time current also. The circuit breaker will continue to carry short circuit current, overload current, and normal current. We have discussed previously what are the currents in the system. It is normal current, it is overload current, it is short circuit current. All this will be withstood by the circuit breaker. We'll compare the previous item. In the switches, we have seen the first item as the air brake switch. The air brake switch only will carry the rated current and overload current. It is not supposed to carry the short circuit current. The next thing we have seen was isolator. Isolator was not able to carry any current. It was under offload condition only. And this item, circuit breaker, it is the advantage of circuit breaker. It can operate under any condition of these three currents, under no load, under overload, under short circuit. It will be able to be operated. So that is the advantage of circuit breaker. So how a circuit breaker is operating, that is the simple item shown in the circuit. There are two separate parts in the circuit. One is circuit breaker, the rest part almost it is protective relay. The function of protective relay is to sense the fault and give command to circuit breaker. Okay, so the protective relay, it is having the CT, primary and secondary. It is secondary is the relay coil, and there is a trip circuit, and the trip circuit, and there is the circuit breaker. So this is the operation of protective relay and the circuit breaker. I hope it is clear for you. Okay, somebody asked what is the function of bus bar. Okay, let me explain. Bhukia Prem Naik has asked what is the function of bus bar. Let us say in normal work, maybe in your lab when you are working, you were to connect small wires. Actually, many of the trainees or many of the people, what they are doing is just screen the item, and then they will be just tightening the item by hand. What happens? It can conduct current even with a small insulation tap. It will withstand maybe few days or few months. It is okay. Okay. So cutting a wire and just putting it together by hand, or it is maybe easy, and it is for temporary solutions. It can be happening only for temporary purposes. It cannot continue for a longer number of years. Now you are asking for what is the purpose of bus bar. Everything will be arranged in professional manner in control panel and in bus bar also. In the bus bar, the outgoing connections are put through nuts and bolts. The nuts and bolt will ensure that it is properly tight and it will withstand number of years with lesser contact resistance. And this is the purpose of a bus bar. We can easily take output from the bus bar also. It is very easy in the future conditions to extend the conditions, and it will withstand for number of years. Generally, a control panel is supposed to withstand minimum of 30 years. How much? Minimum of 30 years. So that is the requirement of a bus bar. It has to function for number of years. हमारा normal तरीके काम नहीं चलेगा just by crimping this item, and it will not work out. It is a function of bus bar. Okay. Now almost the session is going to be ended. I hope it is clear. In my session, I have given my email ID and WhatsApp item. If some more queries are there, I'll be able to explain. Okay. I hope we had a good session. Thank you for your better cooperation. And this particular item, it is again brought by DGT, and NIMI is the host for this event. Okay. And we'll be discussing about the protective relays in the next class because of the lesser item. And we are today